What's up, YouTube? I'm Mr. Bradley here with the one, the only T-Ball.
What's up, YouTubers? Glad to be here. Going to talk a little NFL today. Week 1 coming in with those predictions here. Going to bring them to you. Let's get it started.
So yeah, we're super excited here at the Heated Waves podcast that week 1's finally here. It would be the first game, and it's going to be Green Bay at the Bears. T-Ball, do you want to take a stab at it first? Why? Who you got and why? I'm pretty sure I might know who it is since we're Packers guys.
I might be a little biased here. No big deal. But, you know, obviously with that Thursday night game, obviously at 7:20, like you said on NBC there.
Soldier Field.
At Chicago.
Boom.
You know, A-Rod and crew with the upstairs making their changes. And I think Green Bay's actually going to take this one in my eyes. I think Green Bay's honestly going to be a playoff contender this year. Again, might sound a little biased, but again, I got Green Bay winning this one 21-13.
Oh, even got the score on there. 13? You're only giving the Bears 13 points.
I'm giving the Bears 13 points.
Got you down for Green Bay, 21-13, week 1. I'm a little surprised because the defense of the Chicago Bears is so fucking ridiculous. It's so scary that we have to go to Chicago and play them again. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers came from behind last year, beat him on a humble leg. And I'll give it to you because Aaron Rodgers got a full year to recover finally, so he's finally fully healthy. All last season he played injured. We got a lot of good players on defense finally. With all that being said, I can't go against my Packers at the Chicago Bears because I hate the fucking Bears, man. Come on. I think this is going to be a damn good game first because this is the 100-year meeting, of football, and these guys go back all the way to 1921, so that's 98 years in the making. And Green Bay, with that defense, man, Khalil Mack's, God, he's
out
scary.
Of this world.
He's scary good. He's Lawrence Taylor on crack. But Green Bay, 27-24.
27-24, huh?
Yep, 27-24 Green Bay, marking it down now.
So Mr. Bradley's got Green Bay 27-24 against you Chicago Bears fans.
I just think the offense is going to be too much for that defense. As good as the defense is, I think Matt LaFleur has got something he's going to throw at people that with Aaron Rodgers' talent and everybody else in that crew that's going to do some good since Mike Holmgren's so terrible.
But I think Green Bay's defense is going to step it up this year as well.
I sure hope it does.
With everybody stealing out of our secondary, it may not be that way because that's what everybody seems to be doing. We keep training off our secondary,
right?
And we always have beast back there. But yeah, it should be a real good matchup. So next game, moving on to the first Sunday. Well, the first games are at noon, correct?
Yeah.
Let's start out with Kansas City and Jacksonville. Kansas City going to Jacksonville. Mr. Brad.
Ooh, going right to me, man. You caught me kind of off guard. I think the Chiefs are too fucking good. Patrick Mahomes is too good. Their run game, this sucks that they lost Hunt in the offseason last year with all that mess. But I think this is the same team from last year, just with a better defense, right? I mean, they lost a couple defensive guys, but they also gained some huge ones like Anthony Bethea, the fucking honey badger. I mean, that does worlds for your safety position back there. And the only thing I'm suspect about Kansas City and their weakness really is, one, now every team in the NFL has a whole year to prepare and watch tape of Patrick Mahomes. And two, their linebackers are a little suspect back there. But other than that, I think Kansas City will win this game hands down, even at Jacksonville, by at least 2 scores.
Yeah, this was a pretty easy one for me. I had Kansas City. They're still a powerhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Probably still top 5 in the power rankings.
They're number 2 behind the Patriots.
For anybody who doesn't think so is an absolute fool. And if KC's defense can actually hold up against Jacksonville and just stop the run, basically.
They got Nick Foles at quarterback.
Which I think was their biggest problem. I don't think the pass is all that big of a problem for KC. I think it's the run. Unless you're, Julian Edelman and Tom Brady, then it seems to be pretty easy for you. But
right.
I actually had Kansas City kind of in a little bit of a blowout. Kansas City 30, Jags 10.
Nice. See, 2 scores. I mean, that's 3 scores. But
Like I said, Kansas City's defense got to hold up, though. That's that problem. Stop that run. Kansas City can definitely win this ball game 30-10. Moving on to the next game, I have the Falcons versus the Vikings. I thought this was going to be a pretty good game. Probably going to be a pretty close one. I had it pretty close. With the Vikings being at home, I think the Vikings actually have an opportunity to take this game. Ryan's a little old. Julio Jones is a beast.
Always.
He said he's going to have 3,000 yards this year.
Yeah.
So
you'd have to have
I definitely don't think
passes.
that's going to happen, but I had Minnesota at home winning 31-28.
Wow.
Yeah, I just don't think Atlanta's defense is that good.
Well, you're fucking crazy if you think the shitty Vikings are going to do anything. I don't think their defense is what it was a couple years ago. And I think the offense is going to be too great for that minimized defense because they just don't have the defense. They've let some guys go. Some guys got hurt. Some guys went to contracts some other places. Falcons are going to take this game on the road. Matty Ice is going to finally play up to that big-ass contract he just got. Julio Jones is top 3 wide receiver every single year. And they're going to get it done. Plain and simple. I'm not worried about their defense. They always have a pretty average defense, but they're going to get it done on Sunday.
You've got Atlanta on the road winning what? What was your score?
So, Falcons 24-14.
Alrighty, so your boy T-Ball, I've got Minnesota. This is the first difference, right?
Yeah.
So I've got Minnesota. Mr. Bradley's got Atlanta. We'll see what happens there. This may be the first loss on his record this year here, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Moving on to the next game. What is our next game, Mr. Bradley?
Redskins at Eagles at noon, once again, on Fox. Possibly, it depends on where you live at. But yeah, we got the Eagles taking on what I was saying, going back to what I was saying, was that I don't think Dwayne Haskins getting the start here for the Redskins. I believe it's going to be Case Keenum, and because Alex Smith is still not healthy, he's probably not going to play the rest of the year. Who do you got with Redskins at the Eagles?
In my opinion, Redskins at Eagles, I'm definitely going to have to take the Eagles. I think they're a much better team this year than they were last year. And I also think the Redskins just don't have anybody in the quarterback position that, in my opinion, can get it done. One, you've got, obviously, Dwayne Haskins.
A come-up.
A come-up guy. And then you've got Case Keenum back there, who's a flop. And then your next option is Colt McCoy.
Yeah.
And with Alex Smith snapping his leg in half, he's done. So I don't think Washington really has anybody worth mentioning to throw the ball to anyway.
No, they don't.
So I think this is a blowout for the Eagles here. I think the Eagles take this one at home, no problem.
So the Eagles just have a really good defense, have a really good offense. And Carson Wentz, I believe this is his prove-it year. He's got to stay healthy. The guy's missed 2 seasons in a row where he's missed, 10-plus games. Like, come on, that guy's got to stay healthy for the Eagles wins. But, yeah, Eagles win this game against the Redskins in division. That's a great game in division. I say pretty easily, unless something crazy just happens.
So, yeah, you've got the Eagles. I've got the Eagles. Should be a pretty easy game, especially at home. Moving on to the next game, we've got the lame of the week. Bills at Jets division game.
Snoring fucking game.
I definitely won't be watching this one. That's a lie. I might actually watch it. Le'Veon Bell, I'd like to see if he still has what it takes. Obviously he's getting the start. He's obviously doing well in training camp. I feel like that could possibly be the turning point for the Jets in this game. If Le'Veon Bell can get it done, then I think the Jets take this game at home.
Lame of the week, of course.
Of course.
The only people watching this game are going to be Jets fans watching Le'Veon Bell, just like he said. Just like I said, that's all I'm going to be watching it for.
Yeah.
That's all fantasy people are going to be watching it for. They don't give a fuck about either one. I mean, come on, Bills. Even if the Bills had like fucking traded and got Tom Brady somehow, people still wouldn't watch the Bills play. So I got to go with the Jets winning this game, only because just like you're saying, both these teams have a decent defense. I think the Jets have a way better defense than the fucking Bills. The Bills have no offense, so therefore it's all up to Le'Veon Bell and what he does and Sam Darnold together. Fucking 15 to 10 ball game.
Easy choice in my opinion. I just think Le'Veon Bell is going to be the only thing going on that game. So expect him to probably do pretty well against the Bills. We'll see what happens. So Mr. Bradley with the Jets, T-Ball with the Jets. Moving on to the next game. We have the Ravens at Dolphins.
Now, this one was really close to Lame of the Week, too. Just because the Dolphins are just going to be the worst team in the NFL this year.
I don't think they'll be the worst team in the NFL.
Who's going to be the worst?
I don't know. I thought it was going to be New York, but I honestly could possibly think it could be Buffalo.
All right, so pick your poison with Ravens at Dolphins, T-Ball.
Ravens at Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Ravens. Their quarterback, what's his name?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Going to have 1,000 yards rushing.
He's
the next Michael Vick.
He's going to have to obviously run the ball and obviously fit the ball into some tight spots here, but I just don't think the Dolphins defensively can stop, in my opinion, the Ravens' mediocre offense. Without Lamar Jackson, their offense wouldn't be shit. But I think the Ravens take this one on the road.
The Ravens' offense wouldn't be shit without Lamar Jackson. You're
Not
probably
shit.
right, because they finally let go of Flacco, too. He got benched, remember, last year by that Lamar Jackson that you're talking so good on. But the Ravens have a great, great defense, and I think that's easily going to smash and crush the worst NFL team this year. The Dolphins are going to be the worst NFL team. They're going to get crushed by Lamar Jackson. He's going to have 100 yards rushing on the ground. My bold prediction. In this game, he's going to have 100 yards in this game. Lamar Jackson, I tell you, he's going to have Ravens are going to destroy them this Sunday. You watch. Ravens all day.
So I went with the Ravens as well. I think the Ravens are going to honestly win somewhere in between the 28 to 31 point margin to the Dolphins, like 10 or 13.
Yeah.
So moving on to the next game here, we have the Tennessee Titans at your new favorite team, the Cleveland Browns.
I'm just saying, if I'm going to bandwagon, it's going to be the Browns.
Surprised not the Raiders. Everybody's starting to bandwagon them.
No thanks. I'm good.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Should be an interesting game, in my opinion. I feel like with all of Cleveland's new additions, and with Cleveland being at home, I've seen them in training camp. I've seen them in ESPN, everything like that. It just looks like everything's one fluid motion. Things are starting to come together really well up there.
Everybody's talking good. You don't hear any bad talk.
The coaching staff up there looks like they're handling business. I just think the Cleveland Browns are looking on point at this moment. And I don't think their opponents have what it takes, especially in this week one with the debut of the new team and everything like that. I think the Browns are just going to come fired up, and they're going to win this week one matchup.
Like some crazy motherfuckers on bath salts, just coming out there crazy, ready to go, fired up. Yeah, if I'm going to be a bandwagon, like I said, it's going to be this team right here. The Browns just have never had nothing good, and they finally have been saving. It's like a little kid that from 3 years old with a piggy bank has saved and saved and saved money until he was like 40 years old, and they finally go out and spend it all, and they buy all kinds of these crazy great gifts, and they go out and get fucking Odell Beckham. They got Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt needs to stay out of fucking trouble. They only get him in the second half, but you got Nate Chubb in there. This team is too good offensively. They have a second year together. They're on fire. I'm telling you, if they don't come out and win this game against the Titans, it's pathetic. Because look, Marcus Mariota for the Titans is a good quarterback. He's not tier 1.
No.
I know you fucking hate him or just hate on him. He's a good quarterback. He was good when he was with Oregon. He's good now. He just has nobody around him offensively at the wide receiver position. Now he's got Delaney Walker at the tight end position, he's always solid. He's always had good running backs. He just can't get wide receivers, and he can take off and run. What do you not like about the guy?
I don't like him because he doesn't perform when he needs to. His numbers are
He's sketchy.
decent, but he's not a go-to. It's not someone I would want basically in my foxhole with me. You know,
Watching your six.
He's gonna fall under pressure. I know he is, and I can't rely on a quarterback. I just don't feel like he's a good quarterback in my eyes.
I got you. Some kind of running for the money, but the Browns are going to ultimately win this game because their offense is way far greater than the Titans' offense will ever be in the next couple years. So I got the Browns easily winning this game at home against the Titans. I was never sold last year until about the halfway point with Baker Mayfield, but now I think he's going to be a great quarterback for them and their franchise. Browns.
So yeah, Browns for the both of us. You know, they're looking good. It's hard not to pick them, especially against a weak Tennessee Titans team. So mark that one up as a win for Cleveland. Moving on to the next game here.
So hang on. So does that mean you're finally on the train, bro?
No.
Okay. I want to ask you about
I'm
the Browns
just not
later.
stupid.
Okay, if they win 4 in a row.
They're not going to win 4 in a row.
Okay, but if they do.
Moving on to the next game. We have the Rams and Panthers. This is going to be a pretty decent game. I mean, in my opinion,
right.
If the Panthers can perform like they do at home, because it is the Rams at Panthers.
Pretty sure they didn't lose any games at home last year.
I don't think they lost a single game at home last year.
If so, it was 1. I think they were 7-1 or 8-0 at home.
It was pretty fucking damn decent. And they're at home against a once again very tough Rams team.
Now, what I've heard is mixed reviews about Cam Newton, if he's going to be playing this week or not, starting week 1. At first, they said a shoulder injury or whatever it was. I believe it was another shoulder injury, or it was the lingering one from last year, was going to possibly keep him out of week 1. But clearly they need him with the team that they're playing, and the fact that now I've heard kind of, like I said, mismatch reviews. Now they're saying he's probably going to be ready for week 1. I think the Panthers will get some lucky win in. Greg Olson's back. They're going to get some magic going. As long as Cam Newton plays, Panthers win this game for me.
And here we go, the first disagreement. Cooper Kupp's back for the Rams. I think the Rams are just too stacked up. They're still a great team defensively. Even if Cam Newton does come back, he's still going to be a little shaky. The Panthers are at home, so this one was tough for me. But I took the Rams, and I got them winning by a field goal.
Next one, kind of a boring game.
Shouldn't be bad. We hope we get our money's worth there since Russell the Hustle got his. It's the Bengals at Seahawks. Or was it the Seahawks at Bengals?
Sir, it is the Bengals at Seahawks.
Bengals at Seahawks.
Got that 12th man.
Yeah, another team that's really good at home. Bengals, like you mentioned earlier, probably going to be one of the worst teams in the league.
Easily.
So easy for me. I got the Seattle Seahawks winning by 13 points.
I really don't even have to explain really anything other than Russell Wilson. He's the difference maker in this game. He will be.
And that's not biased?
Not biased because he went to. No. He's bald. He's bald since he's come out. Yeah. He's one of the best quarterbacks to come out of college and straight ball every single year as a rookie and there on out. Seattle's going to win this game. This is way too easy of a game. The Bengals are going to be the second to worst, if not the worst team this year in the NFL. Mark that one down because I just don't understand why they still keep Red Rocket around, the quarterback, Andy Dalton. He's garbage.
But yeah, pretty easy Seahawks in this one. Moving on to the next one, which was going to be a pretty easy pick for me until the news came. Colts at Chargers.
By that, do you mean you were going to pick the Colts easily?
I was going to pick the Colts to beat the Chargers.
Hands down, not even a second thought.
Yeah.
What?
Colts to beat the Chargers, yeah.
Chargers are great defense, and Phillip Rivers is solid every year. Melvin Gordon.
Okay, well, if it makes you happy, I'm picking the Chargers because they don't have Indianapolis doesn't
by
have
default doesn't count, bro.
It does too.
It does not.
It's a factor. It's a factor.
Okay.
But yes, I have Indianapolis losing, San Diego winning, And I think San Diego is going to win in pretty decent fashion in this one. San Diego's still a force to be reckoned with this year.
Yeah, everybody forgets about them.
Well, because it's Kansas City, and then you got the Raiders stacking up over there. Everybody wants to see what they're going to do.
My pick is easily the Chargers at home, not because Andrew Luck's not playing. If Andrew Luck was playing, like I said, I would still pick the Chargers. The Chargers are too good, man. They were a sneaky team. Pretty sure they had 10-plus wins last year, easily. Did they beat the fucking Chiefs one of those games, maybe?
The Chargers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
I think they got them one game. They were one of the few games that the Chiefs did lose of the 4, I believe. But I just think the Chargers are too good, and Phillip Rivers is underrated. Melvin Gordon needs to get his head out of his ass, play the season, get his money. Quit worrying about the money first, and just go play the game. I know.
Dude, if you win a fucking Super Bowl, the money will come.
Right, especially. And then you can just dip out after you get your money after a couple years. But Chargers win this game hands down. And the next one, 49ers.
49ers at the Buccaneers. The Buckers. 49ers at Buccaneers. 49ers, in my opinion, suck.
Whoa, no love for Jimmy G?
No, dude. Get off Jimmy G, too. No. Jimmy G, no.
Come on, man.
Buccaneers at home winning this game. Watch out for Mike, what the fuck's his name over there, dude?
Dude catches everything.
Everything. It don't matter
he's
who
quiet.
he got the ball thrown to him. Yeah, he's not one of those underdog stories. You don't know Mike Williams shit. Buccaneers winning this game.
No way in hell they win this game. 49ers win this game. Jimmy G shows us. Jimmy G's going to show us what he's made of. He looked like trash in preseason. Preseason don't mean shit unless you're trying to make the team when you're third and fourth string. He's not third or fourth string. He's the number uno this year. This is going to be his year. He doesn't get hurt like he did last year.
That's what you said last year.
He got hurt.
That's what you said last year.
Bro, he got hurt. He got hurt, bro. Can we give this man a little bit of luck, a little bit of credit? Jimmy G's going to go out there and do his thing.
Unreliable.
No, Jimmy G's going to go do his thing. Jimmy G and the Niners win this game by 10.
So he's got the Niners.
Yeah.
I've got the Bucks. Another differentiation there on that one.
Jimmy G.
Oh my God.
Jimmy G.
Anyways,
this is his year, bro.
Should be a good game. We might both be surprised. You never know.
What if it ended in a tie just because of this long discussion?
Fuck a tie. I don't want to discuss ties.
Next team
or game, New York at Dallas. I heard some shade was being thrown Zeke's way by Mr.
Jerry Jones.
I own everything over there.
Right.
I don't like the Giants. I don't like the Cowboys.
But you gotta.
The Cowboys are at home. They got Dak re-signed with his money, so he's happy. Zeke's, I guess, still on the issue. So
you think he'll play week 1?
I hope he plays. I don't really think it matters, though. I think they don't need Zeke to beat the Giants.
What?
Especially with the Giants being on the road. I'm taking the Cowboys.
I'm kind of blown away, but I understand. Dallas got a good defense, but I fucking hate the Cowgirls, man. I just do. Sorry, Janetta, if you watch this, or Drew. Sorry, guys, but Dallas, they probably will get this game because it's at home. But I think the problem is for the Giants is that they don't know who their quarterback's going to be week 1, basically. They say it's Eli. They tell us it's Eli, but we know NFL and coaches and stuff don't know what to do. They're fucking freaking out right now in the Giants organization trying to figure out who's going to be the guy because Daniel Jones is bald. Daniel Jones has produced week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4 in the preseason. Eli, you just don't want to throw him out into the trash can and make him, be that guy, be to his legacy and stuff. But if they could tell us exactly who's going to be the starter from here on out, then I could easily pick the Giants. But I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to go with the fucking Cowboys, but I don't want to because Saquon Barkley is so good.
Yeah, Saquon's a beast. I can't really forget about him. But moving on to the next game, Lions at Cardinals. This was almost my lame of the week.
Right. Honestly, I'm just going to go with the Lions because I know their quarterback better. Matthew Stafford isn't a good quarterback. He isn't a great quarterback, but he's not a terrible quarterback. So I got to give the edge to the Lions only because we're talking about the fucking Cardinals here, man. the Arizona Cardinals haven't been good in quite some time.
Yeah, the Cardinals still got Fitzgerald's old ass.
I know.
They're kind of a busted train all the way around in my eyes. I feel like the Lions find a way to always get it done, especially with Matt Stafford back there. I think a lot of people would disagree with you. I think they would say Matt Stafford is probably a great quarterback.
Oh, he's so great.
But,
he's never won a playoff game.
I mean, yeah, that's
never won a
true.
playoff game, and
I
he had
think
Calvin fucking Johnson, one of the greatest. Come on.
I have the Lions in this game, beating the Cardinals.
I was hoping.
I think it'll be at least by 14 points. But moving on to the next game, Steelers versus the Patriots. Who'd you have, Mr. Bradley?
For one, I'm going to say is game of the week.
Game of the week, in your opinion?
Yes. For what's left, game of the week. You got the Steelers. They're coming off losing Le'Veon and Antonio Brown. This is breaker. Listen, because if they go in and beat the Patriots, they're going to be like, well, shit, we didn't need Antonio Brown. And we couldn't beat the Patriots when we had Antonio Brown. So I think this is game of the week in that aspect. I think the fucking Steelers are going to go in there, come close, but they're not going to beat the Patriots at home. Nobody really beats the Patriots at home.
Well, you can't forget about Juju.
He only
He's a
did that
beast.
because of Antonio Brown opposite
But
him.
the Steelers have made it quite clear they don't need Antonio Brown. They have Juju.
Oh,
and
come on.
they claim that Juju is the factor now.
They need
Honestly, with the loss of Gronkowski and some other players in the Pats organization, I'm going to go against you, buddy. I'm going with the Steelers.
Ooh.
Steelers are going to take this one on the road, and you better bet you're sorry, but I think it's going to be by at least 10 points.
Wow, 10
Check
points.
that up. You better write that down. That's right. I said I got the
points.
Steelers on the road against the Patriots.
I'm triple.
Whooping that ass.
Get him.
I'm just going to leave it right there. Fuck Tom Brady. Next game,
2 games left. Monday Night Football.
Monday, Texas and Saints. Texans,
Saints.
in my eyes, spanking the Saints.
Whoa.
The Texans
What?
are, yeah. I think
Spanking?
this is gonna be was their step up year that I was talking about last year.
Well, hell, they won like 10 games in a row last year.
Yeah, the Texans are I think gonna win that division, and I also think that nobody's really aware of, but I have this feeling that the Saints aren't gonna be that great of a team this year, so I went with the Texans on this one. Don't get me wrong. Don't put it past Drew Brees. He's a motherfucking beast.
Yes.
And they got some talent over there, but I just don't think they got their. I think they need to change up coaches. I think that coach is done over
Sean Payton.
there. Yeah, I think he's done.
But you're crazy if you think that about the Texans. Just lost Lamar Miller, their starting running back. ACL tear, I believe is what it is. He's out for the year. No run game. Now you just got Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, top 3 wide receiver. Yeah, top 3 wide receiver every year, hands down. No way. They're not going to go down there in New Orleans, at New Orleans. Drew Brees is. It's like, when the fuck is he going to slow down? He's at up in the upper 30s. He's right behind. He's got to be the second oldest to Tom Brady, right?
I'm pretty sure he is. Yes.
I mean, so no, Saints are going to handle this game. This is going to be a high-scoring game, I think. I think it's going to be a fucking going back and forth, high-scoring game. But I think the Saints are going to come out on top on this one. But you have the Texans on the road.
The second Monday Night Football game is going to be my game of the week.
Whoa.
Broncos at Raiders. With the addition of Joe Flacco with the Broncos, shush. Whoosh. The addition of Joe Flacco is going to help the Broncos tremendously. I think the Raiders have what it takes to get it done offensively. Their defense is yet to be seen this year. But I think the Broncos have just a little bit of edge over the Raiders offensively. As far as, offense versus defense. I think their offense is just that good enough to beat the Raiders' defense, vice versa. I think this will be a good game. I think it's going to be high scoring. But look for the Raiders to take this one out.
Whoa. Raiders beating Denver.
Yes, sir.
This is a place that's very tough to win. Raiders got that Josh Jacobs guy out of Alabama, that running back. Derek Carr, I'm not sold on Derek Carr. Antonio Brown's a great addition. We don't even know if he's going to play week 1 because who knows if he has the right fucking helmet or if his feet hurt or if he gets a splinter or some shit by this fucking Sunday or Monday night. We don't know if he's going to play. And Denver is a much more sound team. I don't like Flacco. Like we've said a million times, fuck a Flacco, man. He got replaced by a young kid. And Lamar Jackson last year. He's looking for a job. I understand he's going to come out firing. He'll probably play a good year because I'm talking so much shit. But no way they beat Denver. Denver's going to finally creep back, like you're saying, in this division. I think they'll be number 3 in the division, possibly 4. It's going to be them or the Raiders, I think. It's going to be Chargers and Chiefs no matter what, unless something drastic happens to the Chargers. But no way, man. Look, shout out to Nick Scheffler. Shout out to my old lady for being a Denver Broncos fan. But Broncos got this game.
Oh, my God.
Monday Night Football, the last game of the week. And this is your game of the week. So that's
game of the week
double
for
points,
me.
bub.
Well, those are our picks for week 1 of the 2019 NFL season. Here on the Hard Count, we'll bring you more updates each week on these episodes for
Absolutely.
our picks, making sure we get those scores to you as well. From here in the Heated Wave Studios, I'm T-Ball.
And I'm Mr. Bradley. Thank you again from the Heated Waves podcast. We do appreciate you watching. Hey, let us know what your picks are. Put them in the comments down below or even send it to me in a message, and I'll read them out and see if they differ from what ours were or something in the episode, maybe.
Absolutely.
And we'll do what we can to put you guys in it, but we do appreciate everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit the notification down below if you are if you're new to our YouTube channel. My goodness, I couldn't say that. If you're new to our YouTube channel, so keep it locked here at the Heated Waves. Peace out.